And there we go. We are live. How's it going, lads? Welcome back to the YouTube channel. My name is Nick from Australia, and welcome to the Thursday night football review. Penrith versus South Sydney. Penrith obviously win the game. 42 points to 12. I think we all saw this coming. The Rabbitohs weren't much of a chance tonight. I admire this 12-0 start, but we all knew that Penrith were not going to. We all knew that Penrith weren't going to panic. We knew they would be relaxed and they would find their way back in the game, and that's exactly what they did. Hello to the live chat. This is going to be a fairly short review, man. There's not a lot to talk about. It was extremely one-sided, and I was extremely bored by this game tonight, man. Hello to Aaron, Tom, Josh, William. Hello to everyone that's watching. Liam, I hope you guys are all doing good on this Thursday night. If you're a Penrith supporter, you're obviously cheering and celebrating the 13-plus win. If you're a Rabbitohs supporter, you've probably got a box of tissues with you right now, and you are going to struggle to go to sleep because they have now conceded just about 100 points in 2 weeks. 90 to 100 points. What was it? 52 last week, I think it was. So, the poor old Rabbitohs, they sacked your ace in Demetrio Tuesday night. They had Ben Hornby as the interim coach tonight. I thought Ben Hornby actually did okay, but you got to remember, once Demetrio named the team and Ben Hornby come in as interim coach, he could only pick out of the 21-man squad that was available. So, makes it difficult, man. Makes it difficult. Yeah, look. There's not a lot to talk about, man. There's not a lot. I just want to say quickly that if you guys are new to the channel, don't forget to like the stream and subscribe to the channel. I would really appreciate that. And if you're a regular viewer and you watch the streams all the time and the videos and whatnot, thank you very much for tuning in once again. Hope you guys are all doing well. Now, obviously, I tipped Penrith to win the game by 30, and that's exactly what happened. I didn't get the score right. I said 38-8 on Tuesday. It was 42-12, so, it wasn't that far off. Wasn't that far off. All you had to do is minus a try each, and I got the score. But, the Rabbits, yeah, they had some problems tonight, man. Like, obviously, they started the game off really well. I don't believe the Isaac Thompson try, the first one, should have been a try. I believe he knocked it on in the corner. There was a Penrith try, which I didn't agree with either. What was it? Lindsay Smith's try. I believe he was offside from the kick. So that was a bit of a tough one there against South, but it didn't matter. Didn't matter. Penrith were already on top, and the game was already over. Now, when I look at South Sydney, like, obviously they get Latrell Mitchell back next week. They get Alex Johnson back next week. The problem is with the Rabbitohs, they just don't have any forwards. They really don't. Their forward pack's very weak. They're getting destroyed through there every single week. Yeah, it's just the same old stuff. And yeah, a couple of sim wins tonight. The Isaac Tago hip drop. Now, was it a hip drop? Was it not a hip drop? I think that'll spark a bit of debate over the weekend, whether Tago ends up at the judiciary or not. We will find out. I think, okay, based off the rule, it is a hip drop. But when you have a look at it, Tago is more like on the calf than he is on the hip. So, I mean, yes, obviously it isn't a great tackle. I don't think it was a hip drop. I don't think it was a major hip drop. I think Tago, if he takes it, like if he gets, 1 or 2 weeks suspension for that, I reckon he might take it to the NRL judiciary. He might have a case. So if Tago gets off, I won't be surprised. I won't be that surprised. I think he might challenge it. We will see what happens there. As for the Penrith sin bin, the Rabbitohs sin bin, sorry, I think it was Gyro from memory. I think that was the right call, man. Like, you think about it, there was 3 6 agains in a row for Penrith. Then there was a high tackle. Then there was a 2-on-1 strip. You got to take action there, and I think Adam G did a very good job there. So I think the Gyro sin bin was the right decision. You can't be giving away 3 6 agains on your goal line and then a high tackle, then a strip. It's got to be a sin bin. Now, Souths did get a few injuries in the game. Gyro injured his... Jai Gray injured his quad, which ruled him out, which was a massive loss. And Dean Hawkins, he got injured as well. Oh, no, sorry. I think Jai Gray's injury was the hip drop from Tago, and the Hawkins one was what was the Hawkins one? It was the quad. So that was a shame. That was a shame, man. I got a donation from York in the live chat. Shout out to you, York. Thank you very much for the donation. $3 super chat. Souths are gone. Well, yeah, they're 1-7. I think they are 1-7. So yeah, they've lost 7 games. They've won 1, and they had a bye. So it probably is over for Souths. It's going to be an almighty effort for them to come back from here. Now, Penrith. It was just business as usual for Penrith. I wouldn't say they were amazing tonight, but they still scored 42 points, which is very impressive. Penrith, in patches, Penrith weren't even that great. With all due respect to Penrith, they weren't that great. Like, they were good. Like, they did what they had to do. But it just shows how bad Souths are going. 42-12. 42 unanswered points. Just too good. Viking Axe with the donation. $3. And, yeah, the snooze fest emoji. Yeah. Pretty much, Viking Axe. Pretty much. Thank you very much for the $3 super chat. Cheers, York. Have a good night, bro. The other sin bin. Trying to remember the other sin bin now. I can't remember it. Can't remember the other sin bin. That's how bad the game was. I know it was a South player. Who the fuck was it? Oh, was it the Jacob Host one? Sorry, Jacob Host. Yeah, right call. You can't tackle at the legs, and that's exactly what he did. He come out of the line, put pressure on Hawkins. He hit his leg in a pretty bad position. So yeah, right call on Jacob Host. Nearly forgot about that one. But yeah, not much really more to go over, man. It was just there was no Cleary. He was ruled out with probably a bit of a tweak in the hamstring. So, yeah. Here we go. Typical troll in the chat. Yeah. How typical. What a disgrace. See you later, buddy. Fuck off. Yeah, look. Penrith, business as usual. I don't know where Souths go from here, man. I really don't know. Now, as a Cowboys supporter, I don't have any problems with the Rabbitohs. There's a few Sydney clubs that I genuinely do dislike and I don't really care much for. But as a Cowboys supporter, the 2 Sydney clubs that I don't have a problem with is South Sydney and the Dragons. And, when it comes to the Rabbitohs, I do feel sorry for their fans. They do turn up. I know the crowd was only 8,000 tonight at Accor Stadium. A lot of South fans are fuming, and I don't blame them for not showing up. And as for Penrith, well, you got to think it's a bit of a trip for them. It's like a 40-minute train ride, and a lot of them won't want to do that. So I can understand the low crowd, especially Thursday night at Accor Stadium. And it was a game that we all knew was going to end up 13 plus. So good win for Penrith. They just continue what they do. We'll see how they go in the coming weeks. Penrith take on the Bulldogs next Friday night, 6 o'clock at Penrith. So that'll be interesting. The Stephen Crichton Cup in that one there, the Matt Burton Cup. Plenty of cups up in that game. Penrith and Bulldogs next week. And as for the Rabbitohs, they take on the Dragons at Cogra. And they get Latrell back and Alex Johnson and Not sure who else, but should be interesting to see how that goes next week. And yeah, South's got that many injuries tonight. They had Damien Cook go to fullback. They had Cam Murray in the fucking centres. It was just an absolute mess. My player of the game from Penrith and South. Look, there's a few you could go with, but you can't go past Dylan Edwards. You can't go past Dylan Edwards. I thought he was probably the best player in the field. I know he didn't score a try, but he was extraordinary as always, and he just continues to put himself in the conversation for a New South Wales Blues jersey. So he was my player of the game. But guys, that is going to wrap up the review for South versus Penrith. Thank you all for watching. Hope you guys enjoy the rest of your Thursday night. And I'll see you guys tomorrow for the Friday night football review. Anyway, guys, until next time, take care, like and subscribe. And I'll see you guys in the next one.